Overwatch 2 balance is making people leave the game. Look at this poor Junker Queen. I cannot blame this Junker Queen for this.
Awkward.
It was awkward. But, yeah, oh dear, they've left the game. Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. When your balance...
Pure embarrassment.
makes you so embarrassed, you leave the game. So let's take a look at this from the Junker Queen's point of view. This just looks like standard Junker Queen. She's frontline and it's great. She's going to engage with her ult. But wait, there's Stylosa on the Cassidy and he's going to throw his nade at you and it stops your ultimate. Seems fair, doesn't it? Oh dearie me. Well, look at this as well. This is another example of a stupid Cassidy grenade. Look at that. I've literally YOLO yeeted this grenade into that fight. Now watch this poor Genji. He has no idea this is there. Look, he's walking back. It's all great. It's all wonderful. And then it blows up and kills him. This is horrific game balance. But it goes both ways. Now watch this. I'm about to get killed by the enemy Cassidy. He's going to throw his nade at me. It's going to prevent me from rolling back to the health. And it is the most frustrating. It's so bad. Like, abilities that restrict movement are horrific. Look, see, I'm trying to roll to it. I can't get there. It's horrific game design. Okay, let's take a look at what they're trying to do with this Cassidy buff. So this is the first time I've played Overwatch Season 5 since Season 5 came out with these buffs. And I cannot believe this actually made it through any kind of testing to get where it is right now. In fact, they probably don't even test this. They just throw it out there and away they go. So this is what they say. The overall goals for Magnetic Grenade are to shift its use from purely damage into more of utility and change its deployment behavior from a close range lock-on to more of an aimed projectile that magnetizes if it gets close to an enemy target. The previous stuck banner text alert confused Tracer's pulse bomb message, so this mobility locking status effect is now being referred to as hindered. And this is what they did, right? So it no longer has a maximum projectile travel range of 10 meters, so it's no longer short range, but it can still function at short range. The projectile now magnetizes towards an enemy target from 1.5 meters away and chases them up to 1 second. The impact damage increased from 0 to 10. Explosion damage, though, big nerf here, from 120 to 70. Stuck targets now have their movement slowed by 30%. Stuck targets are now affected by hindered status effect, interrupting and preventing movement abilities from being activated. So, the big comedy here is they've tried to change Cassidy's grenade to make it less frustrating, because the old grenade, he would throw it at you at point blank range, it would always magnetize to you, and it would blow up for 120 damage, and it would be bad times for you. So what would you do? Well, you would play around the Cassidy. You think, well, I don't want to get too close to him, because if he throws that grenade at me, yeah, it's frustrating, yeah, it's going to hit me, yeah. And by the way, Genji didn't deflect that into his own ball there, it actually hit ball before it got to Genji. Anyway, because I did go back and check that in the replay viewer, because I was like, hang on a minute, did that Genji just reflect my nade into his own ball? But he didn't. So yeah, what they're trying to solve is this easy sort of close range kill shenanigans going on with Cassidy. Instead, what they have done is given him an ability that you can YOLO yeet across the map, which will just interfere with play in ways that you don't really intend for it to interfere with play. Could I say I meant to kill that Genji at the top of this video clip? Well, maybe, because I knew there was a fight going on there, so I just threw it in. It was like, well, I may as well throw my nade in. There's going to be loads of deaths like this happening. I mean, I've played about 13 games of Cassidy, and in every single one, I'm just killing people randomly with grenades. There's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm literally using it when it's on cooldown. So it's way more effective than it was before they changed it to this. Like, you will get more kills with this. It's more frustrating for the enemy players because it's going to stop them from using a movement ability. It's also going to interrupt a movement ability if it's being cast, as we've seen with Junker Queen, which is hilarious because this is just a stupid ability. You can yeet at the enemy Junker Queen dead easy because it locks on, it's magnetic, and she won't be able to do anything. I mean, the charge upon her ultimate makes it easy. That clip at the top of this video, that was completely intentional. I knew she was going to do that. I knew she had her ultimate. She hadn't used it all game, so I'm going to get ready for this. I'm going to throw it at her, and I've got that much time to react because the wind up for her ultimate, it's a joke. It's like so easy. So I just don't understand what's going on here. Like, I don't know how the balance team gets to the opinion where this is actually a fairer ability and solves the problems of the old Cassidy grenade, because actually it doesn't solve any problems. So in whatever design discussion has taken place here as towards balancing Cassidy, The goals are a joke. The implementation is a laugh. I still don't understand why a cowboy has got a grenade. I mean, if you got the opportunity to just remove this ability and change and just give him something else, maybe give him something more cowboy related. I've always been moaning about this, but they like to go on about being thematic with the heroes. The hero sort of fantasy. What is it with Cassidy? Well, you're a gunslinger from the Wild West. So what do they have? Well, they have a revolver. Oh, yeah, look, you've got a revolver. But they also have a magnetic grenade. No, they don't, Stylosa. They don't have magnetic grenades. What they do have are things like lassos. Oh, yes, a whip. They can whip people. Maybe there's something like that they could do. Anyway, our futuristic cowboy can just roll and throw magnetic grenades. At least he does have a revolver, though, so he's got something going for him. So let's go back to this idea of balance and what Blizzard are trying to do here, because this is just a complete failure on every level. I think I'm a pretty decent Cassidy player, so my aim is fairly good with Cassidy, although I've probably been terrible in this clip, but I think I'm okay. But I feel like I've just been supercharged with the ability to just kill people at range. Obviously, the ability to interrupt their movement abilities and prevent them using movement abilities is massively powerful as well. This grenade does too much damage. It's too easy to connect to enemies. There is literally no risk using it. Look at this. There you go. There's no risk using it. Sure, I could have just shot them in the head and killed them anyway, but I may as well throw my grenade, because why not? It's so easy. If I had my grenade available, in fact, I do get this Genji, I think. I think that got the Genji. Yeah, it did. Yeah, Genji's probably got 1 HP. I think I kill him, actually. Genji's got 1 HP. He's running away. Oh, no. I think he maybe got healed a little bit, but I'm sure I kill him. Yeah, I just shoot. He got healed as I shot him, but I was damage boosted, so whatever. It's good night Vienna for Genji. So I don't understand what they're getting at here. I don't understand how they came to the conclusion that this was a good idea for the hero. Now, we could rant about the whole balance of Overwatch 2 anyway, but I do think they've got some things kind of right. Now, there is discussions to be had with things like lead hero balance designer leaving recently. We've got a new hero balance lead. We've got things like, I guess, a new balance team in place. When we start looking at things like stuns and crowd control coming back into the game. Obviously, recently we had the article from Aaron Keller saying, yeah, we think there's room for a bit of crowd control, so we're going to start bringing it back. The first way they've brought this back is a joke. Cassidy is massively overpowered right now. He's got tools to deal with a lot of situations. It's just a joke. It's so ridiculous. I don't get how the philosophy has changed. Genji kills me here, actually, so well played, Genji. Terrible off me. I shot him as he was deflecting. But I don't understand how the mentality has changed with the design of this game from, yes, we are going to reduce crowd control, yes, we're going to reduce movement hindering effects, to suddenly going, actually, we're going to put a goddamn effect in the game called hindered, which hinders people, stops them using their movement abilities. We're also going to start giving slows back to DPS. Look at Mei as well. She was buffed in this patch. Look at Cassidy. It's just a complete, absolute meme of a hero. So I just don't get it. Like, the only thing I can think of, all right, guys, is they're just doing it for memes. They're literally doing it because they know it'll be some sort of a talking point in the community, or people will be like, oh my god, I can't believe this, it's so ridiculous. Oh, you get videos like this made. But I think I'm just suffering from complete dismay. I'm just like, or despair even, I should say. This was like, if that connected to someone, I would have been laughing. I would have been absolutely laughing. But yeah, I just don't get it. I really, really don't get it. Now, the question is, what are they going to do with this hero? Well, I think what they need to do is probably just go back to the drawing board and get rid of this ability altogether. It's just stupid. Why does it lock onto people? It's a joke. But if they want to keep this, then they probably need to at least reduce the damage and reduce the way it locks on. It shouldn't have as much as a lock-on range as it's got, and things like reduce the amount of time it chases people. Why does it even chase people anyway? Like, it should just be a projectile you throw if they want to keep it, and if someone's near it, it attaches to them, and that's it. Like, they have to be within that 1.5 meter or 1 meter zone around it for it to connect. Not, oh yeah, it will actually follow them. It's like way too forgiving. The risk versus reward for this ability is just, again, it's a joke. There's no risk. You may as well just YOLO yeet it at everybody. You've seen throughout this clip, and I don't think this was even the best game I've had. Good call there by our team saying there was Cassidy behind. In fact, this is quite funny. Thanks, Sigma. But I'm going to leave the video at that, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. They need to do something about this. Hopefully they do. Because it's a joke, and it makes the balance team look like amateurs, to be honest. All right, guys, thank you to everybody for watching the video. It's been my pleasure, as always. Do like the video, leave a comment below, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. See you soon.